Hello, everyone. While other students were sleeping peacefully, this boy was still awake at 2 in the morning. His eyes were tired. His hands were shaking. But he continued studying because deep inside his heart, he was afraid of staying poor forever. This is not just a story about school. This is the story of pain, sacrifice, and a dream that refused to die. And trust me, the ending of this story will inspire you. The boy's name was Ryan. He lived in a very small house with his parents. The roof leaked when it rained. The room was hot during summer and cold during winter. But even in that tiny room, Ryan carried a very big dream. Every morning, Ryan woke up before sunrise, not because he wanted to, but because life gave him no choice. He knew one painful truth. If he stayed lazy even for one day, his future might never change. While many teenagers wasted time scrolling on their phones, Ryan prepared himself for another difficult day. He organized his books carefully. Every notebook mattered to him, because education was the only weapon he had. Breakfast was never special. Sometimes only bread. Sometimes only water. His parents worked hard every day, but money was still not enough. Ryan could see the tiredness on his mother's face, and every time he saw it, he promised himself one thing. One day, I will make my parents proud. The school was far away. Ryan walked there every single day, under the hot sun, under heavy rain, even when he was sick, because missing school felt like moving one step farther away from his dream. Ryan was not popular at school. He was quiet. He wore old clothes, and many students ignored him. But Ryan did not come to school to impress people. He came to change his future. Every lesson was important to him. He listened carefully to every word from the teacher, while others daydreamed. Ryan wrote notes with full attention, because he understood something many people forget. Small efforts repeated every day can change a life forever. But life was not easy for Ryan. Math became his biggest enemy. No matter how hard he studied, the answers still looked confusing. Many nights ended with frustration. Many pages ended with mistakes. One day, Ryan failed a very important exam. His classmates celebrated good scores, but Ryan stood silently with disappointment in his hands. At that moment, he felt like a complete failure. The classroom slowly became empty, but Ryan stayed there alone. He stared at the paper for a long time, and suddenly, a painful thought entered his mind. Maybe I'm just not smart enough. That night felt longer than usual. Every step home felt heavy. Ryan questioned himself again and again. Why is success so difficult? Why am I trying so hard but still failing? Then he looked at his parents sleeping after a long day of hard work. Their hands were tired. Their faces looked exhausted. And suddenly, Ryan realized something important. Giving up would only continue the cycle of pain. That night changed Ryan forever. He looked into the mirror and said quietly, I may not be the smartest student, but I can become the hardest working student. From that day on, Ryan worked harder than ever before. He studied early in the morning. He studied during lunch. He studied before sleeping. While others rested, Ryan continued fighting for his dream. The library became his second home. Hour after hour, page after page, Ryan slowly became stronger, not because learning suddenly became easy, but because he stopped being afraid of difficulty. Ryan also learned another important lesson. Strong people are not afraid to ask for help. His teachers noticed his effort, and little by little, they helped him improve. For the first time, Ryan started understanding math better. The same subject that once made him cry was now becoming easier every day. Because practice changes everything. But studying was not his only challenge. After school, Ryan worked part-time at a cafe. He cleaned tables, washed dishes, and carried heavy boxes. His body became tired every day, but his dream kept him moving, even during breaks. Ryan studied. Some people laughed at him. Some people said he worked too hard. But Ryan understood something important. Temporary pain is better than permanent regret. Every night, Ryan returned home exhausted. His feet hurt. His eyes burned from studying. But before sleeping, he always studied one more time. Some nights, he became so tired that he fell asleep on his books. But even then, he never truly stopped trying. Slowly, Ryan became one of the best students in class. The same boy who once failed badly was now helping others succeed. Finally, the biggest exam of his life arrived. Ryan felt nervous. His heart beat fast. But this time, he was no longer the weak boy from before. Question after question, Ryan answered with confidence. Every late night, every sacrifice, every painful moment was finally helping him now. Days later, the results were announced. Ryan felt terrified. He was afraid to look at the board. And then, something unbelievable happened. Ryan passed with one of the highest scores in school. At that moment, all the pain became worth it. His parents cried tears of happiness. For years, they struggled silently. And now, their son finally gave them hope. Years later, Ryan graduated successfully. The poor boy, who once studied under a weak lamp, had finally changed his life forever. Maybe nobody believes in you right now. Maybe your life feels difficult. Maybe you are tired of failing again and again. But listen carefully. Success does not belong only to talented people. Sometimes, success belongs to the people who refuse to quit. The boy in this story was not born special. He simply kept moving forward when life became painful. So if you are struggling today, do not stop. Your hard work may feel invisible right now, but one day, it will become your greatest success story. And when that day comes, you will thank yourself for never giving up. See you in the next story.